Hello and welcome. Good morning to you. Just finished a 12-hour shift. It's time to unwind with some Vintage Cube, and I always seem to crack this card, and I'm always very happy to first pick it. There are very few cards that are more tempting for me than this, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. Fourth Yorlingus. Sounds like a medical term, but apparently Yorlingus is someone's name in Middle-earth. It's a spicy pack. There's Johnny, there's Tinker, there's Emperor Bones. Those are my other temptations. Mind Twist is a brutal card. But locking in that fourth. And I'm just going to be probably 4-color fourth is the archetype I'm in love with. Basically, Omnath colors, mana acceleration, just play some good stuff. So here we are, pick 2. Probably going to take one of these lands, but Flame Slash is a good pick too that I like. Sauce Boss is in our draft. Friend of the channel. I'm going to be playing against JK1592 round 1. I guess Sunbaked Canyon's probably a really good follow-up to fourth, just since it's like meeting the color requirements. But I also really love Lotus Petal. So, a lot of fine picks in this pack. As there usually are in any Vintage Cube draft. Okay, pick 3. What do I like? There's a fetch land. I might just slam that. Other Runes is quite nice. If I go the Mardu route, Caustic Bronco is a card I'm kind of in love with. Thoughtborn Tyrant, Virtue of Loyalty, spicy picks. Berserk if you want to go super spicy. And I think I'm just going to take the fetch land here. Kind of keeps me open, and I don't really put a cap on how many fetch lands I will include in any given Vintage Cube deck. Okay. Pick 3, or I guess it's pick 4. Another really strong Boros pick. And I'm happy to take Othari here, I think. Some decent lands. Retrofitter Foundry can be very broken. There's a draw 7. Echo the Eons, that's also can be quite broken. Really good defensive card, Council's Judgment. But I think I'm just looking to accelerate my mana and play some big Boros cards. That sounds like a good morning to me. It's the beauty of Vintage Cube, is you can just kind of pick your poison, and you really can't go too wrong. So many good combinations of cards. Okay. 2 very strong Boros cards, 2 very strong Boros lands. Parallax Wave is first pick worthy, so picking it up here, what is this, 6th pick, is quite welcome. Also, totally in love with Voice of Victory. Fantastic card. Hopefully that Inspiring Vantage wheels. Not super in love with Amped Raptor, but if you get other energy cards, it can do a little bit more than it appears at face value. I do kind of like Goblin Bombardment and Spring Heart and Tuco. Imperial Seal is also a very strong card. But I'll just stick to 2 colors for now. No real reason to branch out, although Imperial Seal is quite nasty. Maybe I should just, I don't know. It's a reason to kind of branch into Mardu, and here I will take Mind Twist. And here it's kind of between, like, do we stay disciplined and stay Boros? Or do I take a very strong black card and Caustic Bronco? And I think I like taking Bronco a little bit more, but I don't know. Mother on turn 1 is so nice. Maybe I will just take Mother of Runes. It's quite a good card. Pentaprism's looking nice alongside Mind Twist and 4th. Like, accelerate out cards is always quite nice. Giver is less strong than Mom, but they're kind of good in the same lineup in tandem. Wow. 15th pick, Inspiring Vantage. Alright. Take it. On to pick 2. I like Stoneforge quite a bit. Dismembers, very nice. Lurrus, Magda, Securiton Squadron. Tezzeret is interesting too. I'm not sure how strong Tezzeret is. I've never really played with this card. But it does slot into basically any deck. Kind of an interesting pick. I haven't picked up any equipment yet, but Stoneforge can be quite good. I do have a lot of token generators. Token, so Securiton Squadron makes a lot of sense to take. In fact, I will take it, I guess. Good pack, though. Wow, this is a beautiful pack. You got Sacred Foundry, Karakas, Kolgan's Command, Atraxa, Hullbreacher. Man, I'm kind of in love with every card in this pack. Lion's Eye Diamond. I think I'm going to take Karakas. It can be really, really nice if we pick up a card like Philia. Right now, in our deck, it's more defensive. I guess we could bounce Othari, but I don't know. Maybe Karakas is a trap. Maybe I shouldn't take that. We're probably just going to be straight up Boros. Probably won't even look to splash another color, but we might. So that being said, I could just take Sacred Foundry, but I think I'm going to take Karakas. There's a lot of good targets for Karakas in the cube. Not super in love with Lightstall Inquisitor. It's a decent card, but maybe I haven't given enough of a chance. Only played with it once, and it was kind of meh. I do like Nova Hellkite and Witch Enchanter. Epicure is not bad either. Hmm. Guess I'm gonna hope that Witch Enchanter wheels. I'm just gonna take Nova Hellcat. Hasty Dragons are always nice. And there's Ocelot Pride. We are the deck for this card, for sure. One of my favorites. It's looking like we're just going to be solid Boros, which I'm not upset about. It's not the most creative deck, but it's good. And I am just trying... This is a single elimination pod, so it's kind of like practicing draft your best deck. Boros is definitely a very, very strong deck. Here it's kind of a toss-up between Lion Sash and Bone Crusher Giant. I think I'm going to take Lion Sash. I like being able to have some graveyard interaction. That being said, Bone Crusher Giant is just a very, very solid pick. Alright, we get past a Ragavan. This is way late in this pack. Very happy to see it. This is a really strong pack for our colors, too. There's Arena of Glory, Wandering Emperor, Season Pyromancer. This Cosmogram Zenith is interesting, too. We get past God of Souls. This is super late God of Souls. Okay, we're living the dream now. God of Souls and Ocelot Pride. It's kind of like... Stuff is totally coming together. And there's Skyclave Apparition, another just mainstay in this strategy. Ogdo's great. Alright, Sacred Foundry Wheel, take it. Although Smuggler's Copter is a consideration because it's a very, very strong card. But I'm just going to take the Boros land here, get our mana even stronger. Probably not even going to run this Verdant Catacombs. Or Mind Twist, probably just stay 2 colors here. Unless there's a really strong, tempting reason to branch into black. I mean, Mind Twist is of that power level, but probably not splashing for just Mind Twist. Especially if you don't have the quick mana. Because Mind Twist is most brutal when you're turboing it out for their whole hand. Alright, Epicure versus Inquisitor, and I guess I like Inquisitor more than Epicure in this configuration, but I'm probably not going to run it. It is nice that it's a 1-drop, but kind of low impact for what it does. The one time I ran it, I was blinking it with Philia, and I thought that would be good to just get exiling cards from my opponent's hand, but it didn't seem to be that consequential. Right, I guess I'll take another Hasty Dragon. Got 3... I mean, Othari's not a dragon, but basically a dragon. Phoenix is kind of a dragon cousin. Really cool artwork on this card. Never really looked at it that closely. And Bone Crusher Wield. Don't ask me how. Enduring Innocence is a very strong card in this deck too. Maybe that's a better pick, but I love Bone Crusher. Arena of Glory is fantastic. Alright, this is a very, very strong Boros list, and we still have another pack. Can it get stronger still? I think so. This is a great pack. There's Figure of Destiny, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Ivora, Adeline, Staff of the Storyteller. Those are all really good picks for this deck. I mean, Figure of Destiny will probably wheel. It might be the best pick for my deck, but I think it will wheel. So I'm going to take probably Staff or Adelan. And I think I like Staff. We've got... Staff is really good alongside Voice of Victory. Ocelot Pride. It's a lot of recurring card draw, so... I'll take it. I do like Kellen quite a bit. Prismatic Ending is a very good card, but I like it more in a control-ish deck. This is just going to be kind of beat down. We don't need to really put up the shields. We're more of the spear than the shield with this strategy. So, pretty happy to take Kellen here. Lava Spur Boots is also pretty decent. We'll take another 1-drop. Oh, there's Flage. It's kind of hard to say no to Flage, right? So we won't. We won't say no to Flage. Was not expecting to just be straight up Boros with no I mean, we haven't had any... I don't think anyone else is even going for Boros at this table. It doesn't feel like it. We pretty much had our free reign. And Elspeth is one of my absolute favorite cards to draft. Flicker Wisp might be a better pick here, but Elspeth is just slam dunk power level. Balance. That's a card that could wreck me. It's not a card I would run in this deck, but I might take it just to hate draft it because it's so powerful against what I'm trying to do. And Reprieve is also a pretty good pick, but I don't think I would run it. It's better in like a mid-range deck. And Lingering Souls is a card I would splash for, but I haven't drafted any like scrub lands or any way to splash for it. So I'm gonna, since this is single elimination and hate drafting is a thing, I'm gonna hate draft Balance. Maybe a waste of a pick, but I do not want anyone to play this card against me. Okay, Containment Priest is a great, great pick. Already got Parallax Wave, so we can do like a one-sided wave, and then this is just great against Reanimator. Static Prison is excellent. Kaitao is one of my favorite cards in general. And this Legolas's Quick Reflexes is a super, super cool card. I think this is a sleeper card. People should draft this more. The split second effect, such a powerful card. Surprised to see these dual lands going so late. But I'll take Oust. I'm probably not going to run it in the main deck, but it's nice to have. Adeline Wheel, that's fantastic. Oh, but so did Figure and so did DRC. Ouch. I guess that's tough pick. I really, really love the power level of Adeline, and it's really synergistic with Staff. But I think Figure is just having another super powerful 1-drop is right where I want to be, and this is in a 2-color deck. Figure is off the charts good. Well, this is like a defensive pick. Which card do I not want to play against the most? And I'm not sure about that. Like, Prismatic Ending's pretty good against my deck, so I guess I'm going to take that and let somebody have their fun with Wheel. I will take Eagles, even though I'm probably not going to run Eagles. Wow, Flicker Wisp Wheel, thank you. I wish we'd picked up like a black-based dual land, so I could splash Lingering Souls, but I didn't, so I'll just hate draft Reprieve. Wow, damn, that's a damn. Alright, that's deck. I don't think we have to make any cuts. I want to run like 15 lands. We'll see where we're at. There's a chance I don't run Goldspan Dragon because we don't really need to accelerate into this guy. Their deck is so aggro. we don't need a top end like this, and this guy really shines when you can use the treasure tokens to do more absurd things with, and this is not that deck, so... I do like Othari, though. So, on these 2/5s, and that's it. Might have room for a card here. Let's see where we're at. 15 lands, 40. Okay, it was meant to be. This is probably it. Although, some of these other ones are debatably should be in the deck. Oust, Galvanic Blast. I don't think I've got the Metalcraft really to consider Galvanic Blast. Oust and Lightstall Inquisitor. I think I'm happy with running those just on the sideboard, but where there's an argument for running Oust main, it can be quite good. It does clear the pathway to just keep the beats. So maybe it's just should be included. I'm not really digging this song, so I'm going to advance tracks here. So, Oust. Do I want Oust? What have I got in way of removal? I've got Static Prism, Flame Slash, Bone Crusher Giant, Skyclave, Parallax Wave. It's a pretty decent amount of cards. Oust can also be kind of a blank, depending on... There's some vintage cube decks that, like, Oust isn't even good against. It's kind of, like, more of an insurance policy, but most vintage cube decks run creatures, so... I mean, I like Flame Slash more than Oust. And I like Static Prism more than Oust. And I like having a little bit of mana acceleration with Magda and Pentad Prism. Yeah, I think it's fine to just not run it. And I think I'm in love with this deck. We literally got like every Boros land, including Caracas, Arena of Glory. We've got pretty much all the best Boros 1-drops. We've got Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride. It would have been really nice to see Lurrus to replay this stuff. Lurrus would be just good in the deck, but pretty happy with how this turned out. Just going to submit. And round 1 should be coming up here shortly, as soon as everyone else submits their decks. This is my favorite way to unwind, though. I just worked a 12-hour shift. I'm exhausted. My feet are killing me. But a little vintage cube before I go to sleep does the body good. It's like stimulates the mind, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of competition. Perfect way to unwind, decompress. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, everybody submitted their decks pretty quickly. That's kind of nice. Yes, I'd like to go first. And this is a beautiful hand. We'll keep. We have kind of like a must answer. Turn 1, Ocelot Pride. If it's not answered, turn 1, then it's going to immediately put a counter on Staff. So those have 2 counters on it. And the next turn we draw an extra card, play Kellen, got Karakas up to... It's a beautiful hand. The one element of this deck that we would have loved to see but we didn't see is some fast mana like on-color Moxes. Mox Pearl or Mox Ruby would be great. But I think this is a home run Boros build. Pretty much got everything we wanted. A little bit disappointing to see the turn 1 answer for my turn 1 Ocelot Pride. Kind of disappointing. Alright, I'm gonna play Staff this turn, so we can have Karakas to protect Kellen next turn. Okay, never mind. Voice is fantastic alongside Staff. Both Mother and Giver are going to be really good in this matchup, giving protection for these removal spells. But a little bit late to the party. Hopefully opponent loses every Mana Crypt flip. They won't, but this can add up. Wins the first one. It's always infuriating when your opponent wins like 6 consecutive Mana Crypt flips. It's happened to me a few times. Of course, I've also been the dude that has won like 6 flips in a row before. You call it variance. They call it luck, if you believe in such things. Okay, Emperor decides to flex and become a 4/4. And a one-shot Voice will be coming my way. Emperor Bones is one of my favorite cards to play and draft. A little bit jealous. Bitter Triumph on Mom. Okay, sorry, Mom. You were summoned sick. Nothing I could do about it. Be surprised if he doesn't block Kellen here. Opponent's cards have been lining up very well against mine. He had the Fatal Push, Flashback Fatal Push, Bitter Triumph, eating up my graveyard. Jace is nice. Bouncing Kellen. Oh, not bouncing Kellen. Okay, that means he must have an answer for Kellen. It's surprising. Otharia would be really, really good around here. No such luck. Maybe I should go face with this spirit because if he loses his 2 flips, then it's just 2 hits with the spirit and he's dead. And taking Jace down to 2 is kind of irrelevant, I guess, so I think I will attack him. Probably going to trade Emperor Bones for Kellen. Alright. Need opponent to lose 2 flips. Well, 3 flips, really. Losing 2 flips, they're still alive, and they're probably going to bounce this spirit token. Now they kind of have to bounce the spirit, because if they lose the next flip, they are dead. He's got some defensive card. What is it? Hopefully get at least in 1 point of damage, eh? Petty Theft, okay. That was kind of weird. And we just get to replay Amp Trap. He must have a counter spell, maybe? But he still has to win a coin flip, so... Karlach's Wave. Fortunately, cannot play that card. Alright, they lose the flip, they lose the game. It's that simple. Blue Black is unlikely to have any life gains, so they basically have to win every coin flip for the rest of the game. Alright, being at 2 is basically the same as being at 3. Why not? Well, any hasty non-flying creature here wins me the game, probably. Like him. Well, I guess he wins in multiple ways, right? A counter spell. I guess I could have waited till he flashes in Brazen Borrower. Probably the better move. He does have a counter spell. Okay. Well. Alright. Probably gonna have to win 2 flips because he's probably not killing me on his next turn. So even if he wins this flip, he's still gonna win the next flip. But he lost the last flip, or sorry, won the last flip. So I'm gonna say he's not winning this flip. But he might win this flip. And he's gonna have to win another flip. He's gonna have to win 3 flips in a row, basically. While he's thinking, I'm gonna take a look at my sideboard. See if we want to board in anything. If he's got Toxic Deluge, then I don't know. And Mana Drain, like I'm probably not boarding anything in. Possibly Galvanic Blast. Possibly Goldspan Dragon. Reprieve might not be a bad card to board in, actually. Born is AFK for some reason. And probably doesn't want to try to win another coin flip on their upkeep. Is it upkeep? Yeah, upkeep. But their deck is pretty strong. 2 black deck. Lots of removal, counter spells, great creatures. Toxic Deluge is a really tough card to play around. What happened to you, opponent? Come back. This game we went turn 1 Ocelot Pride. They killed it. We went. Basically, they've done a really good job of answering all my stuff. They've got to win. They've got to win this flip. All right, sweet. Can't win them all. So, I think I actually board out Parallax Wave in this matchup. We have the aggro deck, and this is more of a defensive weapon. I wouldn't mind bringing in some more Hasty Dragons, and maybe even bring them both in. I think I like bringing in Galvanic Blast. If we can snipe the Emperor Bones before it adapts. What else can I board out? Static Prison is kind of meh. Also more defensive. I don't think I'm going to need Containment Priest. I don't think they're a Reanimator deck. They didn't show us any Reanimator stuff. I think give me Reprieve. Give me one of these Hasty Dragons. And we'll call it good. I guess Flame Slash could go. We'll see if we take it to this game 3. Beautiful, beautiful hand. Very beautiful hand. All our best 1-drops. Besides God of Souls, I guess he's up there. Oh, answered immediately with Fatal Push again. Alright, well this time we're going to dash Ragavan. Dash Ragavan, play figure. Wow, actually now I'm really tempted to go Mother figure instead of dashing Ragavan, just so that Mother will be unsummon sig. I think it's a better play. But we could have also dashed Ragavan, then played Mother. Hopefully we can dodge Toxic Deluge this game. Gonna get wrecked by that card, currently. Wow, this is a repeat of game 1. Same play pattern. Same cards. I think it's a turn where it actually makes sense to not dash Ragavan and keep up Reprieve. I'm just going to attack first. Let's see what's up. Brazen Borrow is going to be kind of a tough one to play around. I'm going to get blown out here if he's got Toxic Deluge. Looks like he does. Kind of a god draw. Does he have Mana Drain backup? Probably. Might be forcing this to game 3. That's a very brutal opening. Perfect defensive cards. Double Fatal Push, Toxic Deluge to wipe my board. Pretty sick. Kind of feels like he probably just has Mana Drain here. We know what's in his deck. But can't really play around it. Let's see, maybe I can play around it? So I don't really want this guy Mana Drained, so I guess I'm going to dash Ragavan and see what's up here. Plus, I guess Nova Hellkite can snipe Brazen Borrower. Oh, he's got Bitter Triumph. He does have Bitter Triumph. Well, I have a defensive measure. Might be able to take over this game, provided he doesn't have a counterspell. Pretty decent. Gonna Mana Drain that, okay? It's your funeral party. Give a grand total of one mana. Your mana drain. Okay. We each draw. That was a risky move there. Kind of a desperate move. I could blink Fairy and get in for 4. Or I could blink Guy and it doesn't come back. Both are good. Let's leave open Caracas, I guess. Alright, beautiful. Opponent had all the answers, but we just kept the gas in the tank. Got there. Round 1. Victory. We'll take it. While we're waiting for round 2, I'm going to grab a drink. Be right back. So, we're just chilling, waiting for round 2 to begin. We are on a Boros list that's pretty spicy. Kind of got everything we wanted. Pretty competitive round 1. That was a lot to overcome. Hoping our buddy Sauce Boss can take down his match, but looks like he's down a game. Come on, Sauce Boss, you can rally. Sauce Boss holds the distinguished honor of showing me the power of Black Lotus. This dude Sauce Boss once played Black Lotus, I think it was 6 times in like game 1 and 7 times in game 2. Off the back of what's the name of the 2/4 green creature that lets you play cards from your graveyard with retrace? Anyway, that was really cool. Haven't seen that combo before. Six is the name of the card. So we're rooting for Sauce Boss. Little post-work vintage cube to decompress, de-stress. No better way, in my book. This is a competitive elimination draft. You lose, you're out. Kind of a winner-take-all. And unlike the Vintage Cube League, where you can just fire up another match, we kind of have to chill and wait for the next round to begin. So I really should figure out something cool to do between games, between matches, between rounds. I guess I could brew up like a standard deck or a modern deck or something. I'm out of touch with both formats at the moment. Did you get reacquainted? Go Sauce Boss. I know you can do it, man. Have faith in you. A fellow Vintage Cube fanatic. Sweet. We're on to round 2. And sorry, Sauce Boss goes down to Fuzzy Meow. Hate to see it. Always love playing against the Sauce Boss. Shout out Sauce Boss. See if they can put a stop to our Boros aggro deck here. I have a feeling that round 1 was going to be our highest level of resistance, but we will soon find out. Alright, Fuzzy Meow, we're going to avenge Sauce Boss. It's kind of a lackluster hand for what our deck is capable of. I'm going to keep it. No 1-drops in a deck with like 10 of them. I guess Static Prison is technically a 1-drop. We don't need to draw any lands for the rest of the game, that's for sure. We cap at 5. Turn 1 library. It's a force to be reckoned with for sure. It's possible I should have aggressively mulliganed to a more aggressive hand, especially knowing what our deck is capable of, but I'm stubborn. It's hard to mulligan a playable hand. Yeah, you better use that pedal. Better use that mana vault, because I'm going to Static Prisoner for sure. Whatever spell this is, it's probably not going to be Static Prisonable. Okay. That one is. So is that one. If drawing lands is less than favorable. Eating a talisman isn't very good, but I think I might do it anyway. Or maybe it's a better plan to put up Pentad Prison, charge it up, and then sack my land. So I need some action here. I like this song. God, the library. The library is so good. I much prefer the original artwork, but it's still a pretty cool picture. It's definitely like a Urzatron deck. Big mana artifacts. I'm gonna have to face down the likes of Ugin, Karn, company. Alright. I believe we need some more action. Ah! I don't know if hobbling one mana rock is going to do anything, so I'm not going to play Static Prison. Any one of the big planeswalkers, it's going to be probably lights out for us. Looking to board out Containment Priest. Going to board out Parallax Wave. Probably boarding out Static Prison, actually. Just boarded more aggro stuff. Something micro-spawn with kicker? Or no kicker. Okay, this is for sure gonna go get Tolarian Academy. Surprise, surprise. We're way too slow out of the gate this game. Way too slow out of the gate and drew more lands. Doesn't really do anything, but we don't have a better target for that. Is getting in for 4 damage here worth it? Put him to 8. We're doing it. It's probably not a winning play, but we're gonna lose this game. It's okay. We should have aggressively mulliganed. Let's get 5 cards in hand. There's an outside chance that we max level this figure and get in for the win. Very outside. But stranger things have happened. We do have the mana in hand. There's currently no flyers on board. It's gonna be a tough deck to beat with the Library and Academy. Very strong. And Microspawn is essentially a second copy of either of those. Academy is very strong. Parallax Wave would be a pretty good draw here, but looks like we're facing Counterspell Magic. Might be able to one-shot us with Canada. It's possible. Alright, 7 cards in hand. I'm going to be extremely optimistic that this Figure of Destiny is going to go the distance, but technically we do have the mana to make it an 8-8 next turn and swing for the win. There's a small chance that that'll be good. Predicting to see Ugin, predicting to see the one-drop artifact that spits out dudes infinitely with Academy. Tenio, that's a surprise. So probably running Time Walk then if they're running Tenio. Let's see if they name Time Walk. What did they name? They're just retrieving Lotus Battle. So that indicates they're probably going for a one-shot with the Kappa Cannoneer this turn. Metal Cyst represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8 power. So that'd be 14, so they just need 5 more power. They're currently not answering Figure of Destiny, though. There's a small outside chance that they've forgotten that that's a win. Let's hope they've forgotten. Oh, they found Source of Plowshares. Okay, that's going to be game over. I don't know if we have a top deck. Oh, and the thing's stock up on top of that? Okay. Why not? I guess 4th Earlingus off the top could be a win for us. Shame on me for not mulliganing to more aggressive hand. This is a very demure hand. We do need to avenge our brother Sauce Boss this round. That's my goal. Feels like they're just loading up for a time walk here. They probably have time walk in hand. Nope. Keeping up Counterspell and Source of Punishers, I guess. So we are cooked. But am I going to go for it anyway? Yes, I am. Make him play it, right? Alright, we're skipping on to the next. Board out Parallax Wave. Board out Lion Sash. Board out Containment Priest. Board out Static Prison. I do like Winds of Abandon. Guess we have boarded Eagles. It's fine. And I guess I like Galvanic Blast more than Flame Slash. Then it's either Goldspan Dragon or Reprieve. Really feel like a Reprieve matchup. It's just, instead of playing Giver turn 1, I'm gonna Eagles for Shockland, Sacred Foundry, and then dash Ragavan, play Giver next turn. I think I like that more than just playing Giver, because then if I don't top like a red source, I can't dash Ragavan next turn. Hopefully I don't have the turn 1 library again. Goodness, they don't. run into a counterspell. It's very, very annoying. I guess I could stomp and make him spend 3 mana for an assist. But spending 3 instead of 2 isn't much of a difference. I'm in love with how this game is playing. Out. If they don't play Nettle Assist here, wow, that's very strange. Guess there's no real need to since they can Stoneforge it. Nettle Assist makes it is it 3/3? Kind of tempted to bounce Magda. And then just replay Magda and Securiton Squadron. But I guess I can play Securiton Squadron with Kicker. Which I do like. Wait a minute, is that black? Oh, it is black. Oh, I already named it. Oh, that's too bad. Whoops. I thought it would be colorless. I should have named black. And now I can't undo it. Alright. Hopefully that punt doesn't cost me the game. Definitely could. Cool with that. I mean, kind of sucks, but if I top deck a land, coming in with Athari is very, very good here. very disappointing, actually. Guess we have it for next turn. That was a punt. I should have probably exiled this and attacked with both just to get in for some damage, but maybe overloading this is going to be a game-winning play. Yeah, I don't hate the future chance of being able to overload that, I guess. Especially if he drops, like, Kappa Cannonair this turn. Get all the mana in the world. Bit terrifying. Hope we can take this to game 3. I mean, he's got a clunker hand. Othari's going to put in the work and finish this game very quickly. Something good here. Fractured Identity. Okay. Better that than Othari. Alright, here's to hoping they do not have a counterspell in hand, and what you gonna do if they do, right? Thankfully, Shelldock's a few turns away from activating. So they're going to need some top decks here. If we get at least one more swing with Othari, it's going to be very tough for them to overcome, especially since any land we draw is going to be a one-sided Wrath. And we have Othari Protection next turn. Hope we can take this to a game 3. Really haven't seen what the best our deck has to offer yet. Recurring Fracture Identity, playing Fracture Identity. That's bad. Only consolation is an overloaded Winds of Abandon. It's going to get a lot of lands, though. Might have to block here. It's quite a bit of damage. It's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I'm in a bit of trouble, since that's not a land. Need to go down here without a fight. I feel like this deck is much, much better than we're presenting. I died any removal spell here. Double Fracture Identity is tough to overcome, no matter what deck you're playing, I guess. Narset? Oh, okay. That's kind of mean. You can make a copy of Nettlecyst, which is probably... It's not technically game. Alright, I'm gonna need to draw land, I guess. Doesn't even really help to clear his board, because he'll still have Nettlecyst plus dude. We have to double chump block. Then we have to Winds of Abandon and thin his library of 5 lands, and then somehow have him not play an artifact to immediately... I guess it'd be Summon Sick, wouldn't it? Alright, well we're going to 3. Our only out is to draw a land, unfortunately, and that doesn't even get us back in the game. It just... Oh, it's Trample. Whoops! Right? How did I die? I'm a little confused. Oh, 6 unblocked. Oh, top deck was not a land. Okay, well. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. We will bring honor to the clan next time. Hasta la vista.